has not been as active on social media recently, but she came on her Instagram stories and made a post sharing a link to this GoFundMe where she claims she's trying to raise money for child support and for legal expenses for a lawyer to try to get her kids back. And in the description of this GoFundMe, she shared some very interesting tea. So this is the GoFundMe. She's trying to raise $50,000. So far, she's raised $345. 9 different people have donated. The highest donation looks like it was $100 from an anonymous donator. And she said, I come here out of desperation and as a last resort. While fighting to regain custody of my kids, Paul's cousin, who I've always offered everything I could to help my children, declined because she owns a very large interstate construction company and told me she didn't need it. Now she has demanded child support, which is over 50% of my income. I work part-time at UPS and I attend college using the UPS program at JCC. And I know she declined the child support while they're still in the middle of going back and forth to court before they actually gave her permanent custody. So I almost wonder if she did that on purpose so she could be like, yeah, look, Karine hasn't gave me any money towards the kids. Then she said, my child support obligation is over $1,000 a month. I have to pay to see my children, which is almost $400 a week at a supervised facility. Really? I did not know they had to pay that much. Like, I follow Heather from the show Love After Lockup, and she's always doing supervised visits with her kid. So does she have to pay that much too? Or is it just certain situations? She said the family court lawyer now wants $5,000 a month. My daily and monthly living expenses are overwhelming. To make things much worse, a new law is about to go into effect in Kentucky, Kentucky House Bill 574, which will allow the government to take my newborn baby after she's born and not allow me around her unsupervised. So Karine just confirmed that she is pregnant and has her 3rd baby on the way. I'm not sure how far along she is or whose child this is. I asked my AI assistant Gemini, what is Kentucky House Bill 574? And it said it's important to note that Kentucky House Bill 574 has pertained to different subjects in different legislative sessions. They said it's important to be aware of the year, the session you're interested in. So based on search results, here are a few things to consider. The 2025 session, which is this year that Karine's talking about, it says from the results, Kentucky House Bill 574 relates to dependency, neglect, and abuse. Specifically, it amends to require any person with reasonable knowledge of the matter to notify the local law enforcement agency or the Department of Kentucky State Police, the Cabinet for Health and Family Services, or its designated representative, the Commonwealth's attorney, or the county attorney that a child has been a victim of dependency, neglect, or abuse. So I was a little confused. So I asked, how would this bill affect a pregnant mother? And they said if a pregnant mother's actions or circumstances are perceived as potentially leading to dependency, neglect, or abuse of the unborn or newborn child, those with reasonable knowledge of the situation are mandated to report it. So what I'm assuming, either she's on drugs and they reported she's on drugs and they're trying to take the child, or I think it has to do with everything that her and Paul used to do around the children, with them fighting, throwing things, putting hands on each other. So it says this could lead to earlier intervention. So instead of the CPS workers waiting months for the mother to prove that she can be fit, they're going to step in and try to figure something out, try to provide resources, or try to figure out another plan for that child earlier on. It says in more severe cases, potentially leading to the removal of the child after birth. So it says it increases the legal obligation to report Okay, so pretty much the bill, how I'm understanding, is somebody like a nurse, a social worker, is aware that there's maybe something going on, if they don't report it or something happens, they're going to come down even harder on that person who didn't report it. So she claims that this Kentucky House Bill 574 is about to go in place, which will allow the government to take my newborn baby after she's born. Okay, so she's pregnant with a girl and not allow me around her unsupervised. I breastfeed my children, and this is a huge problem for me. I know I made many mistakes in my past, but I love all my children and I want to be with them. If I'm unable to pay my monthly child support, which includes almost $7,000, however you say that, the court order is requiring me to pay, I can be arrested, and this arrest will affect my court application for my citizenship and residency and possibly get me deported, at which point I would need a federal lawyer to fight to allow my children to return with me to their home country, Brazil, where they're born. This would never happen in Brazil. I'm so confused. They treat me so hostile because I'm not American. Please help me to fight to regain my children. So the big question is, do you guys think now that Karine is not with Paul that she could handle having her children again? I don't understand why she's not working more than part-time if she doesn't have her kids or anything. So there shouldn't be anything holding her back. So I would be trying to work full-time, or if you can't get enough hours, go find another second job on the side for now. But she claims that she's got a lot of bills, she's pregnant with a girl, and maybe that's why Paul dipped out and moved to Brazil, because he probably knew that child support was going to be coming his way, because I had a hard time believing that they were going to get away without having to pay anything long-term for these children. Because even if you sign your rights away, you still got to pay child support from the kids. What's insane to me is she's claiming they're taking $1,000 from her in child support, and she claims that's half her income. Like, I know people who pay a lot less who make more than that. So that's kind of crazy. So either she's making more than she's claiming, or maybe they're making her pay some back pay. I'm not sure exactly how that works. I guess in Kentucky, they don't have a maximum percentage or amount that they can make you pay in child support like some states, but there's different factors that go into the amount. I saw a lawyer saying on one website that's typically around 25%, and I was looking and I saw that she is still on OF. She has 2 OF pages, and it seems like she's doing decent on there. I mean, I can't get a really big read off of it. She has 2 OF pages. One is a free page and one is a subscription based one where you pay $25 a month. And on her free page on March 2nd, she posted a pregnant shower video filmed today that she was trying to sell. And then her most recent post 15 hours ago says, new never before seen video cream pie fundraiser to help me pay my legal fees and child support and avoid deportation. Video is very immature. I don't have anyone helping me anymore. If this sells, I'll make many more new videos. Thank you for your support and help. So I think her OF income was probably a big factor in that too. I bet she's making probably double what she's claiming she's making with that OF income, but that's just a pure assumption. I don't know. Last I heard from Karine, I remember her claiming that she was going to shut down all her OF pages because she didn't want that to be like a factor in her court case anymore. But I guess she ended up changing her mind. And last I heard about Paul, he was on OF making videos with Karine's male cousin, and he was pegging Paul, which is just crazy. And I guess Paul's out in Brazil, like dating some really young Brazilian girl. But that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.